Hey guys, it's a rainy day out here, so everything's nice and muddy, everything's nice and wet. I have unironically been letting this pond drain for about a week and a half now. We started out, we had just a little seep over here. We noticed it would hold water from time to time, especially in the wet season in the winter here in Louisiana. So when we integrated our chickens, we have about 40 girls and a few geese over here. When we integrated these girls over here, I was like, hey, let's put them around this little potential body of water, and I'll have the goose dig out this pond for me, or the geese rather. And when it would get too dry and it wouldn't hold water, I'd fill it up, and it's just worked remarkably. The geese cut in, this was all thick grass and maybe, just a couple spots that really held water, and they really worked it out. They really made it happen. And it looks pretty muddy and gross right now because it's muddy and gross outside. That's just how it is. It's been raining all day and all night. So I wanted to show you guys this because this is one of my next big projects that we're going to work on out here. It's going to be really fun. I might have to wait another few days until it actually dries up enough. But as you can see right here, with the topography of all the land, all the water is going to come into this area. And right now we have a little trickle, a little stream that's coming out this way. I want to avoid that because I don't want too much. There they go. I don't want too much water running out of this pond. So what I'm going to do when this dries out is I'm going to come and I'm going to dig a perimeter around and flip the clay up on the top side and really berm it up. And I want it at its deepest point to be about 3 or 3.5 feet with a shelf that's about 18 inches of depth all the way around, and then graduate that to the bank. So I would want the bank to eventually be right along this line that the geese have cut out naturally for me. And so what I need to do is I need to dig all of this grass out. I need to dig a bunch of this clay up and flip it up on the top side right here. Oh, look at that. Look at that. That's nice. Boom. Awesome. What? No way. Got a little bit of mud on it, but dude, I didn't know my chickens had been laying over here. Just gonna rinse these off real quick. That's no good because now the bloom is going to be washed off of these, but I mean, worse things have happened. But yeah, so you see this PVC here. This is actually a gray water pond. While we're living in the RV, we've got our washer and dryer hooked up in our shed, and because of that, we are running the gray water off the shed, and we use very natchy, like hippie, all the crunchy granola products. So there's nothing, no synthetics, nothing that's going to harm any of our birds that's coming from the washing machine. And I've also got my outdoor shower set up right here on top of this pallet. So when I rinse off after like a long day's work, all that water is going to come and drain right into here. And our cowboy pool's set up on the outside too. So when we drain that occasionally, it's going to feed the pond as well. So I think this thing will hold water through the summer in the future, so long as I put in the right amount of work this winter and get everything bermed up the way that I said I would. And that's going to be one of the next big projects that we're working here on the farm, as well as just general coop maintenance. Like I said, it looks really muddy and gross out here right now because it is really muddy and gross. We just put all that biochar back here. That's actually why the water is such a dark color in the kiddie pools, is because when I was shoveling that biochar yesterday, I got some in there. So we're going to change out their water today, even though they mostly like to drink out of the pond and out of the puddles when it's this wet. I'm going to bring in probably 28 to 42 yards of mulch to cover all of this, but all of this is covered in deep grass mulch, believe it or not. The chickens have just really worked it in. This is all going to be excellent compost when we eventually migrate these birds from this location. And that, my friends, is how we started building a pond with geese. If that ain't permaculture, I don't know what is. And Geese Built Ponds, part 1, wrapping up. It's been real. Thanks for watching. I will keep you guys posted. We're going to do a lot of digging, a lot of hard work, a lot of backbreaking stuff, but it's all going to be worth it in the end. Thanks, guys.